kickoff morning of the spring meetup here at Fish Pond Lake. Well, we made it to Bad Branch Falls. We're here with Smelling Roses, Bluegrass Bushcraft, and his boy. We're here with Lloyd Chandler, making the trip up here on this rainy Friday. The weather's rainy right now, but tomorrow and Saturday is supposed to be beautiful. We're here to have a good time, and that's exactly what we're doing, folks.
Is actually looking for it. You know, it takes a little while to research, and for me that's kind of my full-time job. I'm the navigator, so I find all places, but it is possible to camp for free or really cheap in your own state without going very far. What I would suggest first is to go to like when you first cross the line, the Welcome Center, and you can get a map there for free. Just a good paper map. I love good paper maps. You never know when your phone's going to have signal. So start with a good paper map, or maybe an atlas, or one of the big fold-out ones, because a lot of those have more of the elevation and different features on there that'll tell you. Obviously, when you go up in elevation, it's colder, and when you go down, it's warmer. So think of the time of year and what your needs are as far as weather goes. Hi, how are you?
Morning.
And so, also, do you want to camp near other people? Do you want to be by yourself? That also, ties into what you're looking for. But start with a good map. Start with where you're going to be that particular state, and just pull it open and start researching, looking around and seeing. A lot of times you'll see little triangles, and those are camping areas. Especially in national forests, they mark them that way with a little tent. So if you're looking for tent camping, any kind of camping, really start there. Look for the triangles on your map. And the green areas, sometimes they're green when they're national forests. Usually they can be yellow or orange or beige or whatever if they're BLM lands, or if they're there's all kinds of, the forestry department has different places. So pull out your map, have a look at all the colored areas, and think about where you are and what you need. The places that you can look up are like the BLM.gov is one of the ones, and out west there's a lot of BLM lands. Here there aren't really any on this side of the country. Yeah, Bureau of Land Management. We'll have some private lessons here in a while.
Yeah, I guarantee you. There's probably hundreds of configurations on putting up tarps. All right. What I asked Chris if it'd be okay if I could do is I wrote some notes for an article to publish up somewhere, and it's about sheltering in general. And we will talk about tarps, but so I'd like to do it as a presentation and get a little feedback from everybody. So that's kind of what we're doing. And with that, I'm gonna be looking at my notes that I wrote, so that I'll be sure I'm going to be reviewing what I was thinking about. The purpose of shelters is really only a couple of purposes. The shelters provide protection from predators and to help regulate your core body temperature. That's it. You want to build a mansion, go back to town and break out the sticks and bricks. But the shelters themselves, that's what they do. And the other thing they do is they satisfy the psychological need for security. When I teach an essentials class, there's 5 essentials: water, food, shelter, some source of energy like fire for purifying water, cooking your food, providing heat, that sort of thing. And then the fifth one is security. We all have to have security. For us, we have security this weekend in the group. You know, this represents security. It could be a perimeter security, whatever your tactical situation is, if you're into that kind of stuff. It could be security against animals. The shelter provides that psychological, or satisfies that psychological need of security. There's something about being underneath the covering which makes you feel more at home. So that's really the purposes of the shelters. And when you start looking at shelters, there's some selection questions, and I'm sorry I'm reading off my notes again. If at the end of this it doesn't make sense, please let me know something. But there's some questions you want to ask. Does the area contain the materials that you're going to need to construct your shelter? And the things you're going to look at in that is there a level and large enough place that you can lay down? The importance of that is your body needs rest. You can't rest properly sleeping like this on a tree limb. You can do it for one night maybe, but if you're going to build a shelter for more than one night, you need to have area you can lay down. That's a physiological need there. Does it provide protection from animals, both big and small? We've had bear around here. We've had other smaller critters, raccoons, all sorts of things. Is it free from poisonous things like plants, insects, and animals, or snakes specifically in most areas? You want to look at the area you're building in and go, wow, this is a whole patch of poison ivy. I think I'll go that way. Also, you want to look and make sure there's not things like out where we're out west, like scorpions. There's some things out there that are just not pleasant.
For all you folks out there that watch and don't have a chance to come out and do this kind of thing, this is not easy.
Slow down. You take your time.
The technique has to be mastered slowly.
Rhythm going right now.
And the gentleman down there talking to him, Robert, bluegrass bushcraft. He's one of the best around. Slow and steady runs the race.
Now you can go for a little bit of speed if you want to.
Just when you start getting a little smoke, you want to
Slip it, squeeze you. Hold it up a little more like it. So you can tighten it up.
We're Brother Pat's, and I think we've had a good time. The weather's been really great. Appreciate everybody that came out, all worked, put this event together. Y'all just get out and do it.
Do it. Do it. Dig in. Shall we bless the meal? Let's bless the meal.
I'm making my own plate right here.
We were surprised he even made it. A bunch of women on the yard. They almost wished what I know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, you're fine.
That's where it would be the starry end, but it would be, if we turned it, the star would be over the heart, which would be laying there. That's why you see it the way it is. So let's go again. Okay. You take it up, hold it. Hold it tight. Trying to drop it down just about that far. Okay, now hold. But the symbols of the folds of the flag, which has been accepted, it was American Legion was quite instrumental in getting that passed, to where it's not actually what is done in a military an actual military ceremony. But through the American Legion getting this done, to give founded on that basis. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, the individual that died for their country, that we might see the light of day, and to honor our father, or our mother, excuse me, on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood. Because it has been through the faith, the love, and the loyalty and devotion that the character of men and women who have made this country great have been molded. I don't know about you, but if I wouldn't have had no mother, I wouldn't be here. Would you?
Nope.
No. We owe a lot to mothers. If it starts raining too hard, you can come over this way. The fold is a tribute to the fathers, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country, since he or she.
Nothing is as bad, I don't think, as being out in the woods by yourself and something happens. You get hurt, get stung, get poison ivy. Anything can be an aggravation. And I'll talk a little bit about how to deal with the aggravations, all the way up to how to deal with life-threatening situations in the woods. For those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Sam Adams, like the beard. I better not say that, that might be a copyright infringement. My name is Sam Adams, I'm a paramedic, and I'm Assistant Chief at High Mountain Search and Rescue here in Letcher County. So we're going to start off with minor things and move on to more major things. Anybody here allergic to bees?
Okay, everyone, that's a wrap. The 2019 Spring Bushcraft Meetup in the Mountains is a done deal. Got a few folks that's going to stay are going to stay tonight into tomorrow. Most everyone, as you can see, has already left. Well, thank each and every one of you that came out and camped with us and spent the weekend with us. I want to thank those who brought door prizes out. Thank Coyote 238, Bluegrass Bushcraft, JD, all who brought out door prizes to give away. I don't think there was one person here that didn't leave with at least one door prize, or maybe even more. So it's been a good meetup. We had a good time, had good classes. Everybody's put up with me. I've been sick all weekend. I've coughed, hacked. It's not been pretty, but hey, we still got out and had a good time. So thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not out here this year, I hope you decide to come next year. Thanks again. See you later. See you on down the trail.